Mm. 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 So we gotta take some things to the outside. Gotta take some things to the outside. Should I put these in bags? Maybe I should. Free up my hands a little bit. Add in all this stuff. I put in the bag of things I wanted to photo shoot. Who could I place in this bag for my love? Do I have to well, really doesn't matter to you, girl. All I'm gonna do is make do. We gotta do is. Oh, always some real stuff on it. What else do we got? I got something protected somewhere. Watch out, bro. Watch out. Where is it? Gotta be in here, right? There she is. There he is. Big dog. Yeah. Yeah. Keep scrolling. Nah, just still there. What? That's weird. Let's see what happened. Jonathan, what are you doing? What's the time in your country? It's 10:30 a.m. in my country. Do I know I'm live? I do. But what do you, I don't, do you want me to like be a TV show and constantly entertain you? You want me to hold your hand? Sometimes I got to do stuff. But if you need the attention, you can do is go live. And then everybody comes in and give you all the attention. And if that's what you need, cool. 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 But me trying to set up for the people who want to get some of my attention. Give some of my attention too. All right. Let's drop this in my pocket. Grab that right there. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this first. This first. Sometimes I'll be trying to do too much at once. I'll do this first. Oh boy, school must be out. Some kids in the chat, huh? Kids in the chat. Do you know why? I need you to talk to me. Would you please talk to me? Why weren't you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? Come on, dude. You should be talking to me. I guess since the sun is there, probably ordinarily wouldn't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, it's the wrong side. Let's set you here then. So interesting what you can get off of that stuff. Anyway, I got that up here. Let's go get some more stuff. John P. in the building. Gage in the building. What a weirdo, huh? What a weirdo, huh? It's all right, though. We got Zen. Got the mother of dragons up here. That's right. Thanks for coming. Come on. Come on. Here the cats. How y'all doing this morning, man? How y'all doing this morning? Just trying to gather what I think would be worthwhile in this photo shoot. Now look here, Gage. Let me tell you something. We were talking about being set up for the knife making. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna talk to my homie Gage for a second. I've got stuff that makes knife making faster for me. Faster than some. Um, Not nearly as fast as maybe some others. Um, but I'm not forging knives, but I am making knives, which is pretty satisfying and maybe an entry level sort of way to start. Um, and I'll tell you, the first maybe 5, 6 knives I made, there's no, I just used the tool steel and I did not heat treat at all. But the tool steel has some heat treatment from the factory that makes it a good enough knife. Um, it probably wouldn't hold an edge as long as the heat treated ones do. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. But the heat treatment, if you got an oven, you can do that. And I didn't buy some fancy thing, just this. And I've done 3 knives with this one canister because you don't have to heat the whole knife, just the blade. And if you can't get the whole blade, just get the edge, right? And this whole thing, canister's about $14. The thing on top that lights it, maybe another 10, $12. I can't remember. But not a lot of money. Don't need space for it. After I heat that blade up, I just touch it with something magnetic and see if it sticks. If it doesn't stick, then I'm done. And then I just dunk it. You gotta have a metal canister. That's just canola oil. And I dunk it in the canola oil. That canola oil's $2. And I don't know if you have a grinder or if you're familiar with grinders for this, but what I use is just my grinder. This grinder is about $120, maybe 130. But I've always had a grinder. More importantly, I got this $20 wheel that cuts metal from Diablo. I've cut all of my knives with this one blade, and I still got plenty of life left on it. It's got diamond tips on it. You can see that, right? From that point, if you can get the blade cut, after that, I went to Lowe's and I bought a chisel, not a chisel, file kit. It came with a bunch of files. This one, various things for it. This one, I just replaced the handle. You don't have to do any of that. That's 2. These 3 came with it. This one came with it. This is how you'll know the set. This is the handles that they come with. They'll come up in a little roll-up bag. I think I paid $17, maybe 12. Definitely not more than 20 for the whole set. I use these files for everything. These files can do the handles, all of your shaping, especially this rounded one. Do all the shaping on your handles. These files can cut the edge of your blade. Perfect, no problem at all. Files cut the edge on this blade. And then I just sharpen it after that. Now, you can use whetstones to sharpen the blade and to refine the blade. But my whetstones were like $25 maybe. This little set right here. I've had them my entire YouTube time, and I've used them in innumerable times. And not a lot of money. I would say everything that I need to build a knife. Like this machine is fantastic. I love it. It helps me go fast. And that's important for me only because, not because I need to go fast for any reason at all. I'm in the shop. I'm not in time. But when I am recording and people are watching, they'll get bored if I hand shape everything uh, with this and the files. But between this and the files, I can not only hand shape everything, but I can sharpen that blade and I can hone that blade. After I get that blade tight, I don't even need to use the stones if I don't want to. I can use automotive sandpaper, wet dry paper. And the wet dry paper, I'll show you what I've got. The pack here, 2000 grit. Down here, I think I've got some 320 grit. Then I've got some 600 grit. Got some 1200 grit. Some 2000 grit. And then I've got some 3000 somewhere. But you don't need to get that high to get a good, nice, sharp edge. You get that high to get a polished, shiny edge. But you can get it sharp that way. And you can strop. That's an $8 strop. And it's been wonderful. This strop, little one, but it'll do everything that one will do. And it came with a $20 carving kit with all the carving knives I have. Everything else I've made. So, and I made it out of those carving knives. Now, it seemed like I'm naming off a lot of stuff. But what I'm trying to do is name off the reasons why you don't need that to start knife making. Why you don't need that table saw over there for knife making. You can order in the mail little sheets. Just make sure they don't say veneer and make sure that they don't say veneer covered. Because what you want, you can get little sheets of Paduke like this. This is an offcut, of course. But you can get sheets of this stuff. And you can get in almost anything. You can get walnut. You can get all kinds of stuff. Cherry. I've just used all of mine up. But that's what I use for a lot of the knives. I got them all outside. But that's what I use for a lot of this stuff. And then these things, wow, I'm getting from Mr. McCall, but this is not a necessary part of it. This is sort of a designer part of it. You can make knife blanks already sort of pre-cut at, this is 1/2 inch oak by 1.5 by 36 inches long. That's enough to make about 4 knives, right? So it doesn't have to be exotic wood. I'm just fancy pants, make fancy. But you could practice on anything. And the thing about a knife build is you're not using a lot of wood. You're not using big pieces of lumber. So you buy a couple pieces of scrap, goes a long way. A long way. And I think what I want to do right now, though, is go out there, start shooting my shot. Not shooting my shot like holler at women. But try my best to take some good photos of this work. All right, engage you as soon as I get upstairs. If you have questions, I would love to answer them to the best of my ability for what I've got in my knowledge base from my investigative efforts on the knife build. But the most expensive part would be, for me, the grinder. And I've got a pretty good quality grinder, but you can get a grinder for half that that'll still do the work. The reason I need a grinder with a little bit extra oomph is because I'm going to use it for way more than just knife building. I got a lot of stuff I use grinders for in my professional life. So 100% absolutely you can make knives at home. Yeah, he says that's a beautiful knife. Damn, thank you. I'm gonna show a knife handle I've worked on pretty soon along with other projects. That'd be nice, man. Soldier, how you doing today? Soldier Farm. I love that. I'm in a class and I can't, but let me have you with this. For every high schooler who inspires me to make me concerned for the whole world, like a boy and his dog. Mm, ain't that the way though? Ain't that the way? But I tell you what, a righteous champion, right? Somebody who is willing to fight, capable of fighting, capable of learning, capable of teaching, capable of growing, capable of leading. That person, they're doing that in a righteous space. They will debunk the bad apples for a bunch. It will become the leader of the bunch, convert some bad apples. We got to trust in the good ones, nurture them. And I know that's what you do. So, not saying that, but just, for the sake of the chat. Yo, the shoot's been down with us for 3 months. Appreciate you, William. I appreciate you. That's good stuff. William Shoot, ladies and gentlemen. That might have been Heidi, though. Let me be careful. They are a duo, one of the few husband-wife teams in all of YouTube that both pop up on camera and both do equal work. So they got to split those YouTube checks right down the middle over there. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep my wife off camera because if I don't, this whole thing will blow up and she'll get all the credit. But she's a lot more nice to look at than I am, for sure. Hey, Woodchucker. Man, if y'all want a good time, go see my guy Woodchucker, man. He is a free spirit and a lovely guy. Here we go. The good thing about having tricks, no carpenter bees. All right, so y'all just out here with me today as assistants. Let me see if I can put y'all over here, maybe. Because oh, okay. So Gage, before I get too started over here, do you have any questions that you'd like me to address directly? Anything about knife making from my knowledge base? Not, I don't want to pretend like I'm the champ, but if there's anything that you do want to know, I'm reading it right now. Mars Blackman, fam. Um, and I'll answer those questions. Woodchucker Caleb, peace. My boy. So right now what I'm gonna be doing is figuring out which one of these I want to shoot first and how I want to shoot it. See if I can think of some way to cleverly film this. Problem is the sun is coming this way and the woods are that way. So it's gonna make me want to shoot this way, which might not work. Which also just may mean I have to go down to the creek, which is still nice. Check it out. Where's the creek? Wait. It's, that's weird. Like I can't see it on the phone. Oh, that's it. Like I'm looking at it in real life, and I'm like, I can't see the water. All right. Well, that was anticlimactic. And also, freak, I have to shoot this way. I'm gonna try a couple shots right here while I'm here. See if it'll work out. Let's try some test shots with. I put the boiled linseed oil on a lot of these this morning, another layer, little coat. So I wanted to protect them from dust and stuff like that while I shoot these. Some of these I'm shipping out, and I'm never gonna see them again. So I just kind of want to get them photoed well for, history's sake. But I don't like this. I may have to try over here. Maybe shoot off some furniture. Ugh. Set up a little situation. I don't know. That almost took. I'm gonna see if I can make that work. Nope. Dang it. Oh, y'all can come over here, man. I'm sorry. I've got you distracted. So here's the thing. I'm just trying to figure out how a good shot works with these things. I like this side. I like this angle. I want this up. I want it up. So I gotta sit it on something like that. Something like that. But not that pressure treated block. Look at that. That would be a good photo. Wes does it. maybe a shot at a knife. The knife won't block the sun like a man will. Mm. Kind of like the ceiling fan effect. Maybe we just got to do some videos. So Wes, what saw do I need to cut out the handles and such? Because I can only use my hand tools, and it's an old basement, and I can't run table saws and band saws and stuff. Exactly. Now, I haven't used table saws and band saws and such. You can use I'll show you. I can cut any of my knives, past or present. And if you don't have a motorized sander of some sort, you just need a variety of sandpaper, like all the way from like 60 grit up, because 60 grit will help you get that handle knocked down fast and shaped out quick by hand. But let me show you. That is a $6 saw. And I put an oak handle on it, my own handle on it, because I just wanted a little more girth to it. But this saw worked, still worked fine then. And if you want to upgrade, $12 at Harbor Freight. It looks like too much, but it's not. It's the teeth that matter. This saw will cut. This saw will cut that if I needed it to. It's a good saw. So that's all you need really for stuff like that. Coping saws and a regular dovetail or hacksaw, exactly. This was about $9. You may need one of these. It's gonna suck. They all suck. But you're gonna need one maybe. Um, I mean, if you got curvy things, it helps a little bit. But you can also sand those curvy things out with that heavy sandpaper that I was talking about. And these files, the file with the dip in it. Let me show you. See, not only does that file have that curved contour, but it gets larger as you go down the file. So what that allows you to do is get a variety of sizes of sanding out of one file. I mean, that investment was enormous to me. Like enormous as in like the difference that it made in buying those cheap files. Um, really, really helped step things up. Frick did I comb down hell fall? Hmm. I honestly don't remember. Maybe I came down here for some props to set things up on. Hmm. I figured coping saws regular does sell are high. Yeah, you can also use a hacksaw. This is also a cheap alternative that gives you all the power, for difficult cuts or cross cuts or anything like that. And this works. And you can replace the blade with different thicknesses of blade, different tooth patterns of blades, all kinds of stuff. And I don't see why it's not a more commonly used tool in the wood shop, except for that these have gotten so cheap, you know, you don't have to. I have a ton of hand saws and stuff like that, but just kind of figured you need a coping saw and a regular hand saw. Yeah, I'd say get you a little small one, like the like this one. This thing is wonderful because it's small and I can get little stuff in smaller spaces and it's not so aggressive. But these teeth, they're good enough to go through some real lumber if I need to. But for knife handles, yeah, that'll do for sure. Like, you gotta remember, all this stuff has been done like way before we got here. And, you know, power tools weren't around then. So there's a way. Man, I feel so silly because I can't remember why I came out here. And now I'm like, what do I need to do? But I also am wondering, I don't necessarily want to take shots at the house. I don't necessarily have a lot of backdrop up here. We might have to go down to the woods to really get a good shot. We might have to go down to the woods. Damn, my friends in Japan. I wanna be part of your plan. Hold on, looking for something. Here we go. But yeah, I need a couple of props for things to just lean on. Might be good. Got a little cube here that might be beneficial. This little piece here that could be like a wedge of some sort. This too. And oh, I know what I was gonna get. I know what I was gonna get. Some of these some guns. Stack these up. Make them something. I'm dropping stuff. I'm dropping stuff on the floor. This is Gauge's live right now, y'all. You just gotta bear with me. Have a ton of number bump. I like that the hacksaw I have a long blade and the blade replacement aren't that expensive. Just need to really find out which one works good for me because my pinkies are bent and my pointer was broken. Yeah. Um, yeah. It's crazy is when I was a kid, I um I jammed all of these fingers, all three of these. And so this one hurt the worst, so I protected it. And these two just caught hell. I learned to pull triggers with this is my right hand. I learned to pull levers with these fingers. And what's weird is when I saw this is my natural action that I want to do with it. Weird. So I do understand that too. Um, yeah, I just give it a shot, man. It sounds like you're pretty much there. You got a couple little things to maybe look into, but you're there. Um, watch a bunch of YouTube videos and think about what they're using and why they're using it. And think about the cut, not the tool, right? They're using a $3,000 table saw to make a cross cut. You could duplicate that with a $4 saw. May not be as visually stunning in the process if you're recording yourself doing it because equipment is impressive, but at the end, all you want is the results. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Nick. Welcome. Getting a little chilly outside. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. So, oh yeah, I built this furniture and this stuff, and then that stuff over there. Working on it. So, if I put that there, straight shot down on that might be nice. Oh, that might be nice to just get with that ceiling fan turning. Hey, Nick, how you doing? How you doing? So, did the ceiling fan stop? Spin, mama scooter. Spin, I say. Oh, it's gonna get the camera in the shot. Ugh. Oh, that sucks. Maybe if I can get back far enough and then zoom in tight enough, can I still get good shoot. Let's still get clarity. Here we go. Wasn't bad. Let's try to get another. Not bad. Can we stay still enough to get a motion shot? No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Can we prop this up? Yeah, we can prop it up, get something to work out. Rainy and cold where you at? Oh my God, that's terrible. Where am I located? I'm in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and we got hit hard. We got 41 inches of snow here. Holy schmolies. Oh, that's no good. That's no good, y'all. Why the heck aren't you living in Georgia? Why the heck are you not living in Georgia? This makes no sense. It makes no sense. Florida's nuts. Uh, but Georgia's like right next door and not nearly as crazy. You know what I'm doing. I just needed a place to park you. I just needed a place to put you, fam. I got room in my workshop for you. Yeah, pull up. Outside of Minneapolis. Ooh, what am I making? Right now I'm just doing a photo shoot of things I have previously made. I'll put you guys in frame for what I'm trying to shoot, and that way it won't seem uh so much like I don't care about your perspective on this thing, because I do. I do. I do. Good. How's that look? Hmm. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see if we can get that ceiling fan spinning again. And then get my other phone yelling. Start right here. Just pan. Slight problem with that. That wasn't bad. Let's pull the knife from the sheath and maybe prop it this way. See if that looks like anything. Don't like that lean. That might not be bad. That singular knife block, that's a beautiful dude. Thank you, Grant. I appreciate it. Yay, so I have a big brain idea. I took the inspo from you when you made your third pocket knife or whatever I made one like a while ago, but I had a snowboarding crash and my helmet bad, so I took, oh my God, you had a snowboard crash? Took the clip off the back of it and I'm super gluing it and putting it in the clip so I can clip it to my belt. Ah, pocket knife. All right, here we are. I'm gonna try to start here and just pass by it. Let me put a little dusting on my lens too. Check that, make sure I'm good. Mm. sort of getting this weird. Like, this is the good and the bad of where I live, is that it's trees constantly. And on my back porch right here, it's constant shade. Sort of like me, my channel. It's constant shade. That constant shade sometimes means I can't get that natural sunlight that I want in the shot. Oh, that's not even good. Not much better. Wish the tile was a little bigger. That's been pretty interesting. Let's see if we can find a better place. Sorry, y'all, going on location may not be that interesting. Just feel like maybe we can use this backdrop. It's so nice, right? There's got to be something I can do with it. It's crazy. I'm looking at your camera like I'm looking at my camera. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man? Get a decent sized sheet of foil on a baking sheet, angle it to catch the sunlight, and bounce the light towards what you're taking a picture of. You know, did a good job. Looks awesome, even professional. Thanks, Nick. Subbed up, my guy, Grant Anderson. Appreciate that. Gonna come back and check out your work. Love seeing the craftsmanship and share their work. Beautiful knife, too. Thanks, man. That's from when he had the. Uh oh. That's from when he had the concussion, but I haven't felt anything since, like, when it happened. That's good. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better, man. That's that's concerning and a little worrisome, to be truthful. Uh oh. Did I freeze? What am I up to? Oh, not much. I'm out here doing a fake photo shoot. It looks like I'm frozen, but wow, man, my phone had lagged like crazy behind. So what I need to do is figure out which one of these areas will catch this light decent. Maybe this over here. If I've got something down there, so I have to bounce back and forth between that camera and this. Problem is, I don't want the shadows. I don't want me to be in the shadow. And outdoor shoots are tricky that way. Let's set this one up. See what it looks like. Might be dramatic in the light. What's not dramatic is the house in the background. Not good. We're gonna have to go down and shoot by the water in a van down by the river. And I don't want to be a certain type of guy in front of you guys, right? I don't. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that a gnat infiltrated my coffee. Ugh. And I wouldn't be the man I am if I let that stop me from a good cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Ah, your death is delicious. Mm-mm-mm. Did I make my own beads? No, I beaded them myself, and I made the neck pieces. I carved those myself. Mm. Maybe I should do a photo shoot with me. Mm. Let's does it. Let's does it. I'm a little disappointed. This was a lot more controlled environment up here, but nobody said good shit was easy, so we'll take some time, put some good stuff together. In the meanwhile, just to give you some eye candy if you were here for it. Here's the knives that I'm using for this shoot. I'm gonna take this one. I'm sending that one to Mr. Benjamin Winkle. I'm gonna pair it with this one that I'm also gonna send to Mr. Benjamin Winkle. So this way, that might be a little better visual way for you. And then this hook blade, hook knife, and case that I am gonna put back on the circuit for the giveaway. We are gonna do another giveaway for this. Yeah, Wu-Tang. Good morning, Mr. West. How's everybody doing today? We doing good. Kevin, how you doing today? What's up, Walden? How you doing? Appreciate that. You make the wooden cases for the knives? Indeed. I made the wooden cases and the knives. So this is the knife that I did not make. I did not make the blade on this, but I did recut the blade on this, refine the blade on this, rehandled the tool, and I made this case for it. And that we're going to be giving away this week. Because this hook blade I am keeping. This is mine. This is going to be my personal joint. And all of this kind of inspired by trying to get a good shot of this that we made yesterday. This that we made yesterday. So, try to get some good shots of it. What is it? It's a everyday carry pocket knife, but fresher. Put out when you need it, do your work, get back to it. So we're gonna try to get some shots of everything. This one is also going out, Big Bertha, aka the Dundee 3000. That one's going out to my man Ruiz, the homie. This is my very first knife I ever made. And this is the very first sheath I ever made. So it's working out, I think. But we're gonna get some shots of that too. This one's got the belt loop, so you can put it on the side like a G. And while we're here, we might as well scratch our back, right? So now, question is, what do we take down? Do we take that table down with us? Maybe that makes sense. Take the table down. Take this knife down. Don't eat those small things. Take another sip of the coffee. So goddamn good. And FYI, all of these knives, all of them made for that. Now that is a knife. Oh, Fish and John, thank you, man. They get better and better. I'm working on it. I do think they get less crappy as I go. Let's head down to the creek, y'all. Take a little cat deterrent. We got a lot of strays in this neighborhood, little cats. They're so cute. But we got to keep them away from our cats because our cats are private school cats. And, you know, we don't want them just mixing up with whoever. Maybe I'll put a hole in this too, just so that we can have it. My next video might be on how to sharpen a Forstner bit, but who knows? Let's take this down. Find us a place in the woods. Find us a place in the goods. Find us a place in the woods. Listen. All right. Yeah. Don't fall on the internet, Wes. 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 Don't fall on the internet, yes. Oh, okay. Is that flat? Sort of flat. All right. Where's the house? Okay, that one. All right. Hang tight. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave this. I don't need to take that with me. Once I run into some scoundrels. Man, I got to say, my clip made out of the helmet works amazing. I'm going to post a photo of it in a little bit. Yeah, you should do that. That's dope. Haven't seen any crappy ones, brother. Only seeing skill improvement. Hey, thanks, man. I could see a little crappy in them. A little bit. Hey, I should have brought that thing back up because items out of my way. There's some chop, chop, chopping and some pop, pop, popping. Nah, man. All right, we'll bring our blade. Bring a couple of these props. Here. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. Oh my God. I missed you so. I did. I missed you so much. Now you're with me. Together. Ever think of making spears or throwing stars? No. Truthfully. Haven't seen any crap. Oh, okay. Man, I gotta say my crib is gonna. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm caught up. Good stuff. Okay, but now I got to figure out where and how photos make sense. Here, let's get the phone out. Get a slight little scan of what the lighting is here. It's not bad. Not too bad. I'm gonna turn you around this way because that's the way I'm gonna be shooting from. Not bad. So, fall on the ground. I don't even care. That's protected so they can be there. This can be here. If you hear me shriek and run off like a young lady, just pretend it doesn't happen. It didn't happen. Okay? I'm severely allergic to snake murders. Okay? I'm allergic to things that want to do me in. Okay? And out of unbeknownst to me, like out of my own will, I can't even will it differently. But I happen to let out a war cry because of my ancestry whenever I get frightened or nervous. But that's just mostly to warn my victim that it's about to go down. So, you know. I don't want to challenge that blade too much. I want to get some depth. See if that'll be a thing or not. Always do it with the camera thing shot. A little linear. A little doggone typical if you ask me. We'll sheath them back up. Not bad. I get that angle of that sun hitting that blade a little bit. If I can. I can do it without getting my shadow in the shot. Not a lot of contrast though, I must say. Excuse me. Not bad. See what we got here. Ever think of making spears? Hey, Pet, how you doing? John Parham. What's going on? I'm out here in the woods. Hear that? Hear that hawk? Yo, that hawk is losing it too. Let me let y'all see this hawk. Where you at? Where'd you go? Landed in that tree right there. He landed. There he is. He does not like me over here. He ain't gonna do nothing. He mad. I don't know what I thought that might do. You got something going on out here. What's up, John P? Out here in the woods taking photos of these knives that I've got. I think I need to do something cool with them. I wonder if that'll be good. If I can get something, that blade in the ground, leaves up in front of it, and then one of these knives. Yeah, it's checking me out for sure. It's flying in circles around me. Awesome. You get a lot of those in Georgia. You cannot do nothing to them though. I had a friend I have a friend who's got chickens, and every so often that hawk will come down and hunt his chickens. But contacted the warden, the wildlife people. I was like, there's nothing you can do about that. Protect your chicken and not fire nothing off at that hawk. And that's what it was. All right, I'm gonna be over here stooped down, and I hope you can still respect me. Want to squat it down like boys to men, taking pictures of these knives. I just thought I'd bring you with me today. I mean, that's all. Ain't going nowhere. You hear me? You hear me? We started singing and they said it sounded cool. We started a group and here we are. Get good, get fire. Sorry. Sometimes I get caught up in the East Coast swing of things, you know. Good shots. These are working out okay. Ah, ugh. I know this has got to be so boring for you. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Sort of sorry. But I also got to do this. So I'm like, you know, want you guys to see it. You know? Back in the bag. Back in the bag. Maybe we'll put him on something else. Maybe for him, we'll just put set him there like a fish on a platter. And that I do like. Mm. This hawk has legitimate concerns about its own safety. I respect it. I am a natural predator of hawks. When I was a kid, I would hunt down hawks with my homemade bow and arrows and unleash hellfire upon them. Or maybe I'm making all that up. Either way. Either way is fine, right? Still cool. Mm. I know it. I know it's gonna fall. All right. If we can make Mr. Regal stand up. Oh man. Feeling like work. Ah, man. Hot knives on a platter from hot knives on a platter from. Are you even seeing what I'm doing? That's what I'm doing. Now, sometimes what these do is soak up the linseed oil, and then they'll just Golly, come on. They put. See. I have to keep putting myself in the way of the shot. What to get my light. I'll have to zoom. It's not as crispy. Oh, a little block of wood might come in handy. Stand up in that crack. Perfect. 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 Turn that this way. Don't fall. Oh my God. All right. I bored you enough. My camera might have been off 20 minutes ago. Who knows? sound's back. My mic died. So, thanks for hanging out with those adventures with me. Got some footage. I was gonna take shots of everything. There's no way. I don't got time for that. I have to come back and get what I can. But thank y'all for hanging out. Hey. Just finished that post. Check it out when I want. Gauge you, I definitely will. Cool. Chicken hawk looking for my phone. Alright, you guys. I'ma holler at you. I got to get out. Peace. Like, follow, subscribe, all the stuff. I'll bust you